Tonight, the Hall of Fame board would like to publicly acknowledge Steve for his contribution. Steve is trained professionally in media and began his career at the Geelong News as a sports journalist. He then moved to Melbourne, where he worked for ABC Television as a news producer. After the customary OE overseas, he came to New Zealand in 1989, where he joined TVNZ as the producer of the 6 o'clock news. Steve has since worked for TV3, Touchdown and Trackside, where he specialised in producing the magazine programs such as Track Chat, which was fronted by Lance, and also Steve Davis, and is presently a producer for Sky Sports and the voice behind Sports 365 headlines. Such is the quality of Steve's work in preparation for these videos. Te Papa, our National Museum, has accepted the content for display without alteration, something I think we'd have to acknowledge as a very good outcome. Videos of inductees have been played internationally, and recently the Hall of Fame has been invited to present at the 2014 Asian Racing Conference and acknowledge the work that has been done. The quality of Steve's work is clearly reflected in the inventory of 57 inductee film clips, 9 of which we're seeing today, and from tomorrow you can see those online on our website racinghall-of-fame.co.nz. And lastly, before I invite Steve to come up, Steve has informed us that the next new inductee following this presentation is one of the most satisfying stories that he's produced and will have some global interest. So without any further ado, I'd like to welcome Steve Johnson to the stage.
Just in case you won't talk, I might interview. Good idea. He must want
Do you want to say a few words? Do you want me to ask a few questions?
I'll let you go first.
It's just a pleasure to work with Steve Johnson, ladies. He is the consummate professional, and I think he made mention of the fact that Track Chat, we worked together there. But Steve, over the years, have been involved in the New Zealand Racing Hall of Fame. You must get a great deal of pleasure to see them replayed.
I do. I have to say, I'm very proud of all the stories that I've done, and I must say thank you to all the people I've met over the years. They've been wonderful, informative. The hospitality's been wonderful. I sort of blow into their houses for 2 or 3 hours with the cameraman, sort of spread pictures everywhere, make a mess, then depart. 12 months later, they see the evidence up here on the screen. So it's been a wonderful experience. It's an experience that sort of breaks itself down into 3 phases. The first phase is exciting because the directors give me the inductees. I go to John Costello's book, Tapestry of Turf, that's my Bible. The research that he has done is magnificent. I read the stories and think, wow, fantastic. Phase 2, how do I make them into visual stories? Most of the time, modern days, it's brilliant because we've got trackside footage. With Henry Redwood, I had 2 pictures to make a 5-minute video, so that was hard work. A bit more research and I found a watercolour painting in the Alexander Turnbull Library, so that kept me going a little bit further, but I had to think a little bit laterally. But each of them has been challenging as a journalist professionally because I've wanted to do justice to the stories of what these people have done for New Zealand racing. And that's something that being involved has brought to me the importance of thoroughbred racing and thoroughbreds in the fabric of New Zealand life, and I'm very proud to have been involved.
We're proud of you being involved too. I've got to say, inspired choice, Peter Elliott, to do the talking.
Magnificent. We've worked a lot. Actually, I started working with Peter at Sports Inc. Doing a golf program, and when it came to find a voice to literally bring to life, to bring the emotion, to tell these stories, Peter was the first person that came to mind, and he loves the project. He loves being involved, and just gives such energy to it. It's magnificent.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Johnson.
Thanks, Steve.